Liv Morgan has taken a hilarious shot at Rhea Ripley ahead of tomorrow night's edition of WWE Raw in Boston, Massachusetts. The 30-year-old will be defending her Women's World Championship against Latino World Order's Zelina Vega during this week's episode. Morgan cost Vega her opportunity to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match earlier this month, and the two even brawled last week on Raw before Rey Mysterio came and broke it up. The Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio shoved Rey Mysterio over and left the ring at the end of the segment. Rhea Ripley has not appeared since relinquishing her title due to injury, and Morgan took a shot at her on social media today. The Women's World Champion threw out the first pitch at Fenway Park today ahead of the Boston Red Sox game. She took to her official X, formerly Twitter, account following her appearance, and claimed that she had a better arm than Rhea Ripley. WWE legend claims fans haven't seen the best of Rhea Ripley yet. Wrestling legend Medusa believes the best is yet to come from Rhea Ripley as a WWE superstar. Speaking with Sportskeeda Wrestling's senior editor, Bill Apter, in an exclusive interview last month, the WWE Hall of Famer praised the Eradicator as a performer. She noted that a lot of people compare the Judgment Day member to Chyna, but felt that Ripley was completely different. Medusa then claimed that fans still have not seen the best version of Rhea Ripley yet. I know a lot of people parallel her with Chyna, but she is an individual on her own. That was Chyna, this is Rhea. So it's completely different, but I can see the similarities. But again, we gotta think this is a whole different era and a whole different time. We have not seen the best of Rhea Ripley, she said. 5:53 onwards, Liv Morgan has been playing mind games with Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day ever since Rhea Ripley went down with an injury. It will be fascinating to see what the company has planned once Ripley returns to Raw. Liv Morgan was pacing backstage, her heartbeat in rhythm with the echoes of her footsteps against the cold concrete floor. The hum of the arena was a low, throbbing presence that sent electric tingles up her spine. The energy tonight was different, and she could feel it in her bones. This wasn't just any Monday Night Raw. Tonight was about making a statement. Liv had spent the better part of the last week in deep contemplation. Rhea Ripley was a force to be reckoned with, no doubt. The reigning women's champion had been dominating the division, and Liv had watched from the sidelines long enough. It was time to shake things up, to disrupt the hierarchy, to put herself back on the map in a way no one would forget. She stopped in front of a full-length mirror, staring at her reflection. Her platinum blonde hair was pulled back into a tight braid, her eyes sharp with determination. Tonight, she wasn't just Liv Morgan, she was a warrior, ready for battle. Ready to do this? A familiar voice broke through her thoughts. Ruby Riott, her closest ally and friend, stood behind her, arms crossed and a confident smirk playing on her lips. Liv nodded, a smile creeping onto her face. More than ready. It's time Rhea Ripley remembers who I am. With a final glance in the mirror, Liv turned and headed towards the entrance to the arena. The roar of the crowd grew louder with each step, the excitement palpable. She took a deep breath, centering herself. This was her moment. The arena lights dimmed, and the opening chords of her entrance music blared through the speakers. The crowd erupted as Liv Morgan burst through the curtains, her presence electric. She made her way to the ring, the fans' cheers fueling her every step. She could feel their support, their belief in her, and it ignited a fire within her. Once inside the ring, Liv grabbed a microphone, her eyes scanning the crowd before settling on the camera. She knew Rhea would be watching. Rhea Ripley, Liv began, her voice strong and unwavering. You've been running this division for a while now, and I'll give you credit where it's due. You're tough, you're fierce, and you've taken down everyone in your path. But there's one thing you're not, Rhea. You're not invincible. The crowd roared in approval, and Liv felt a surge of adrenaline. She paced the ring, her confidence growing with each step. You see, I've been watching, I've been waiting, and now it's my time. I'm not here to be another name on your list of victims. I'm here to be the name that ends your reign. You've underestimated me, Rhea, and that's your biggest mistake. Liv paused, letting her words sink in. She could feel the weight of the moment, the anticipation of the crowd, and she knew she had their full attention. I've fought my way up from the bottom, faced every obstacle thrown my way, and I've come out stronger every time. You might think you know what you're up against, but you have no idea. I'm not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting for everyone who's been overlooked, underestimated, and counted out. I'm fighting for the Liv Morgan fans who believe in me, and I won't let them down. The crowd's cheers were deafening now, a wave of support that washed over Liv. She could feel their energy, their belief in her, and it gave her strength. So, Rhea, consider this your warning. I'm coming for you, and I won't stop until that title is mine. You've had your time in the spotlight, but now, it's Liv Morgan's time to shine. With that, Liv dropped the microphone, the crowd's chants of her name echoing through the arena. She stood tall in the ring, a fierce determination in her eyes. This was just the beginning. Backstage, Rhea Ripley watched the monitor, a smirk curling at the corners of her lips. She admired Liv's fire, her tenacity. But if Liv Morgan thought a few strong words were enough to rattle her, she had another thing coming. Rhea's mind was already racing with strategies, counters, and ways to dismantle Liv in the ring. She thrived on challenges, and Liv had just presented herself as the perfect one. This wasn't going to be a walk in the park, but Rhea relished the opportunity to prove, once again, why she was at the top. As the night progressed, the tension between Liv and Rhea hung in the air, an unspoken promise of what was to come. Liv knew she had taken the first step, but there was still a long road ahead. She spent the rest of the night mentally preparing herself, running through possible scenarios and rehearsing her moves. Later, in the locker room, Ruby Riott found her again. "You really think you can take her down?" she asked, her tone serious but supportive. Liv looked at her friend, a steely determination in her eyes. "I don't just think it, Ruby. I know it. And I'm going to prove it." The weeks leading up to their inevitable clash were intense. Liv trained harder than ever, pushing herself to the limit and beyond. She knew that to take down Rhea Ripley, she had to be at her absolute best. Every match, every promo, every moment was a step towards that ultimate goal. The anticipation among the WWE universe grew with each passing day. Fans were divided, some rooting for Liv's underdog story, others loyal to Rhea's dominant reign. Social media was ablaze with predictions, debates, and excitement. This wasn't just a match, it was a defining moment for both women. Finally, the night arrived. The arena was packed, the atmosphere electric. Liv Morgan stood backstage, taking a moment to center herself. She thought about her journey, the challenges she had faced, and the people who believed in her. This was her time. As she made her entrance, the crowd erupted in support. She felt their energy, their belief, and it filled her with a fierce determination. She stepped into the ring, her eyes locked on the entrance, waiting for Rhea. The champion's music hit, and Rhea Ripley made her way to the ring, her presence imposing and confident. The crowd's reaction was mixed, a testament to the respect and fear she commanded. The tension in the air was palpable as the two women faced off, the stakes higher than ever. The referee called for the bell, and the match began. From the very first move, it was clear that this was going to be a battle for the ages. Liv fought with everything she had, her speed and agility countering Rhea's power and strength. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, every near fall eliciting gasps and cheers. Rhea's dominance was undeniable, but Liv's resilience was awe-inspiring. She refused to back down, taking every hit and coming back stronger. The match was a testament to her grit and determination, a showcase of her heart and spirit. In the end, it wasn't just about winning or losing. It was about proving herself, about standing toe-to-toe with one of the best and showing the world what she was made of. Liv Morgan had taken her shot, and regardless of the outcome, she had made her mark. As the final bell rang, the crowd erupted in applause. Liv stood in the ring, breathing heavily but with a proud smile on her face. She had given it her all, and the WWE Universe knew it. This was just the beginning of a new chapter for Liv Morgan, one that promised greatness and glory. Rhea Ripley extended a hand, a rare show of respect. Liv accepted it, the two women sharing a moment of mutual admiration. This was what wrestling was about, the passion, the drive, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Liv left the ring that night with her head held high, knowing she had taken a major shot at Rhea Ripley and had come out stronger for it. The future was bright, and Liv Morgan was ready to seize it.